Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the most explosive night in wrestling, MWL, Friday Night Clash.
Let's get into rankings and injuries for last month. It looks like a few wrestlers are on the shelf for the time being. There also seems to be a few returning this month.
The latest MWL rankings are in, and the competition is fiercer than ever. Rank number 1, MWL World Blazing Champion, The Dragon. The newly crowned champion and leader of Pain Faction, The Dragon, solidifies himself at the top after dethroning Scarlet Cole at MWL Destination X. With dominance unmatched, he is the force to beat in MWL. Rank number 2, M1 finalist, MWL Frost Trios champion, Eleanor Owens. After an incredible showing in the M1 tournament, Eleanor Owens proved she is not just a top contender, but a future champion. As one-third of the MWL Frost Trios champions, she has momentum on her side heading into MWL Uprising. Rank number 3, Josh Hart. Mountain Dew Boys' powerhouse continues to climb the ranks, making his presence known in the M1 tournament. His war with Just Punk and rising tensions with other top names keep him in title contention. Rank number 4, MWL Rogue Champion Mr. Jones. The newly crowned MWL Rogue Champion has shown that he will fight anyone, anywhere, at any time. After taking down Luna Moon at Destination X, all eyes are on his next challenger. Rank number 5, Corey, DOA Faction. DOA's rising star has cracked the top 5 after an impressive showing last month. With Deathstorm by his side, Corey is becoming one of the most dangerous names in MWL.
Here is our MVP for last week. What an amazing talent.
And here we have our match of the week. These stars put together an amazing match and deserve this. Congratulations as you have the match of the week.
Let's kick things off with a bang because Friday Night Clash starts right now. Camera cuts to the production room backstage where MWL owner Mr. Mueller is seen talking with the head of MWL's production team. Monitors displaying different camera angles from past shows flicker in the background as Mr. Mueller looks serious, his arms crossed. All right, I need every single piece of footage you've got from the night GM LDR was attacked. Every camera angle, every second of footage, no exceptions. The production team scrambles, clicking through files on the monitors, rewinding security footage and backstage camera angles from that night. We're pulling up everything now, sir. We've gone through some clips, but there are a few blind spots where the attackers knew to avoid the main cameras. Mr. Mueller clenches his jaw, clearly frustrated. That means this wasn't random. Someone planned this. Someone knew exactly what they were doing. The screen suddenly freezes on a blurry shot of 2 masked figures lurking near an exit door, just moments before the attack. Mr. Mueller leans in, narrowing his eyes at the grainy footage. Enhance that. I want those faces clearer. We're going to find out who did this, and when we do, they'll regret ever stepping foot in MWL. The production team nods and begins enhancing the footage as the camera fades out, leaving the mystery looming over MWL. Who attacked GMLDR? And will they be unmasked soon? The investigation continues. Stay tuned for more updates as Mr. Mueller hunts down those responsible. MWL Rogue Champion Mr. Jones versus MWL Frost Trios Champion Oliver Twist. Announcers. The match begins with Oliver Twist using his quick agility to avoid a clothesline from Mr. Jones. The crowd is electric as Twist bounces off the ropes and attempts an aerial maneuver, but Mr. Jones catches him midair and slams him down with a massive spinebuster. Jones quickly capitalizes, lifting Twist into position. Jones bomb! He goes for the cover. Jones backs up, lining up for a super kick, and bam! He nails it perfectly, nearly knocking Oliver Twist out cold. Twist rolls to the outside, trying to recover. Jones follows, but Twist regains his momentum and slides back into the ring. As Jones follows, Twist counters with a springboard DDT. The crowd erupts as Twist goes for the pin. Kick out by Mr. Jones. Oliver looks for a twisted moonsault. He flies, but Mr. Jones rolls out of the way at the last second. Twist stumbles, allowing Jones to grab him. He sets him up for the rock bottom slam and nails it. He goes for another cover, but suddenly, Luna Moon attacks. Luna slides into the ring, distracting the referee momentarily before dragging Mr. Jones outside and smashing him into the steel steps. The ref calls for the DQ, Mr. Jones wins the match, but Luna Moon is not finished. She stands over Jones, smirking before security rushes to break things up. Luna stands at the ramp, staring down the champion, making her intentions clear. The lights dim as the music of MWL X Division champion J-Dog hits, and the crowd erupts in a mix of cheers and boos. J-Dog walks out, the MWL X Division championship draped over his shoulder, his confidence undeniable. He makes his way to the ring, microphone in hand, as he smirks at the reaction from the fans. You know, I hear a lot of talk backstage. People whispering about how H03 took me to my limit, that he had one of the best matches of his career against me. That maybe, just maybe, he's got what it takes to be the next MWL X Division champion. The crowd cheers for H03, but J-Dog just shakes his head with a smirk. Let me make one thing very clear. I am the only two-time MWL X Division champion in history. I've faced challengers bigger, stronger, faster, and smarter than H03, and every single time I walked out still holding this title. J-Dog lifts the MWL X Division championship high above his head as the fans continue to react. But you know what? I like a challenge. H03, you want your rematch at MWL Uprising? You got it. The crowd pops as J-Dog nods, acknowledging the moment before pacing the ring. But let's be real for a second. One great match doesn't mean you're ready. One match doesn't mean you can beat me. You had your chance, and guess what? You lost. So tonight, we're going to see if you've really got what it takes. I'm giving you a little test. J-Dog smirks as he looks toward the entrance ramp. Tonight, I'm teaming up with someone who knows exactly what it means to hold gold in MWL, Yami. And you, H3, you better find yourself a partner, because if you can't handle tonight's tag match, you damn sure ain't gonna handle me at MWL Uprising. The crowd cheers at the announcement of the tag match as J-Dog leans against the ropes, looking smug and confident. This is your last chance to prove yourself, H03, so you better bring everything you've got. Otherwise, at MWL Uprising, you're just going to be another name on the list of people who tried and failed. J-Dog tosses the mic. His music hits, and he holds up the MWL X Division Championship, signaling the upcoming war at MWL Uprising. Blazing match. Rank 11, Davey Dixon versus Rank 50, Scarlett Cole. The bell rings and both competitors lock eyes. Scarlett Cole, fresh off her controversial alignment with the Dragon and the Pain faction, smirks at Davey Dixon, who remains focused, bouncing in place, ready for a fight. Mike, Davey Dixon isn't taking this match lightly, John, but Scarlett Cole is riding a new wave of confidence after her shocking decision last week. John, aligning with the Dragon was a game changer, Mike. Let's see if she can capitalize on it tonight. They lock up in the center of the ring. Dixon uses his strength to push Scarlett into the corner, but she ducks out of the hold and slaps him across the face. Dixon stumbles back, surprised, and Scarlett follows up with a hard forearm strike to the jaw. Dixon shakes it off and charges back in. Scarlett ducks. Swinging neck breaker. She covers. Kick out at 1. Scarlett quickly transitions into an arm wrench, trying to control Dixon's movements, but he fights back, rolling through and countering with a short arm clothesline. Dixon follows up, lifting Scarlett for a suplex, but she flips out midair and lands on her feet. Mike, incredible counter by Scarlett Cole. John, she's as tough as they come. Scarlett spins Dixon around. Snap, Dixon's head bounces off the mat. She rolls him up for another pin. Kick out at 2. Scarlett quickly moves to the top rope. She's setting up for something high risk. She leaps, diving elbow drop, but Dixon moves out of the way. Scarlett crashes hard. Dixon is back on his feet and wastes no time. Running knee strike. He covers. Scarlett kicks out. Dixon pulls Scarlett up and hoists her onto his shoulders for a powerbomb, but she fights back, raking the eyes. The ref warns her, but she ignores it, slipping behind Dixon and connecting with a lightning kick to the side of the head. Mike, what a vicious kick by Scarlett Cole. That could be it. Dixon is stunned. Scarlett seizes the moment, lifting him up and hitting the devil's end, fisherman driver. She hooks the leg. Winner by pinfall, Scarlett Cole. Post-match, Scarlett stands tall, smirking as she looks into the camera. She gestures toward her waist, signaling that she wants to reclaim her MWL World Blazing Championship. The crowd has mixed reactions as she walks up the ramp, her allegiance to the dragon growing stronger. Scarlett Cole just sent a message to the entire MWL roster. She's not here to play, she's here to win. And you have to wonder, how far will she go now that she's aligned with pain? The arena goes dark as fire bursts from the stage, signaling the arrival of MWL World Blazing Champion the Dragon. The crowd erupts with a mix of boos and cheers as the dominant force of MWL makes his way down to the ring, his championship gleaming over his shoulder. He steps into the ring, smirking as he lifts a microphone. The Dragon. Ladies and gentlemen, pain just got even stronger. He turns toward the stage, motioning for someone to come out. Suddenly, the music hits, and out walks Scarlett, the Devil Cole, her signature smirk in place as she slowly makes her way down the ramp. The former champion steps into the ring, locking eyes with the Dragon before glancing at the MWL World Blazing Championship over his shoulder. Scarlett, you and I both know that only the strongest survive in this business. You had your moment, but at Destination X, I proved that I am the true blazing champion of MWL. But unlike the rest, you didn't run. You stood your ground, and that's why you belong here, in pain. The crowd reacts as Scarlett nods, then slowly raises her microphone, her tone confident. Oh, I don't just belong here, Dragon. I make pain better. And since we're talking about being smart, let's talk about MWL Uprising. We all know you're going to have to defend that title, because let's face it, everyone wants a piece of you. But what's the smartest move for a leader like you? Scarlett steps closer, placing a hand on the championship, making the Dragon narrow his eyes. Keep it in the family. Who better to challenge you than someone who already knows what it means to be the best? Someone who knows how to push you harder than anyone else? That someone is me. The crowd erupts as the Dragon raises an eyebrow, clearly intrigued but also annoyed at the bold challenge. Scarlett smirks, knowing she just put the champion in a difficult position. After a tense stare down, the Dragon slowly nods, his smirk returning. You want another shot? Fine. But just know this, pain isn't about playing nice. If you step in the ring with me, I won't hold back. And when I beat you again, there won't be any excuses. Scarlett grins, clearly enjoying the challenge. Oh, Dragon, I wouldn't want it any other way. She taps the MWL World Blazing Championship one last time before stepping back, leaving the Dragon staring her down as the Pain faction now faces its biggest internal test at MWL Uprising. MWL Uprising, the Dragon versus Scarlett Cole for the MWL World Blazing Championship. Will Pain survive this battle from within? The cameras cut backstage at MWL Friday Night Clash, where Just Punk is seen preparing for his upcoming match. He's pacing in the locker room, taping up his wrists, seemingly focused, until suddenly, from out of nowhere, Josh Hart storms in and blindsides him with a brutal forearm to the back of the head. Josh Hart, you think you can mess with me, Punk. You think you can cost me matches and just walk away. Just Punk stumbles forward, trying to recover, but Hart doesn't let up, grabbing him by the shirt and slamming him into a row of lockers with a loud crash! The metal rattles from the impact as Punk winces in pain. Josh Hart delivers a stiff knee to Punk's gut before tossing him across a table, sending chairs flying everywhere. Security rushes in, trying to separate them, but Hart shoves one of the officials aside and mounts Punk, raining down furious punches to his face. Josh, back off. You're gonna get fined for this. Just Punk, bloodied but defiant, starts to fight back, landing a hard elbow to Hart's ribs. He scrambles to his feet, shoving Hart away, but Hart comes charging back, spearing Punk through a stack of equipment crates. Both crash to the floor as MWL staff and referees rush in to break it up. Finally, after a struggle, security manages to pry Hart off Punk, dragging him away as Punk clutches his ribs, coughing in pain. Josh Hart, still raging, yells over the chaos. This ain't over, Punk. You want to mess with me? You got a war. Just Punk, breathing heavily, wipes blood from his mouth, his expression dark and filled with fury. The camera lingers on the wreckage before cutting away, leaving the MWL universe buzzing with anticipation of what will happen next. What will be the fallout from this vicious attack? Will Just Punk be able to compete in his match tonight? Stay tuned to MWL Friday Night Clash.
Announcer, it looks like it is time for our main event.
MWL Friday Night Clash Blazing Match main event. Well, X Division champion J-Dog and Yami versus HEO3 and Ken. The bell rings, and the crowd is fired up as both teams stare each other down. J-Dog, the MWL X Division champion, starts the match for his team, while HEO3 steps up for his side. Mike, here we go, John. A high-impact tag team showdown, and you can feel the tension in the air. H03 has been pushing for another shot at J-Dog's X Division championship, but tonight he has to prove himself in tag team action. J-Dog and H03 lock up. J-Dog takes control early with a side headlock, wrenching down, but H03 powers out, shoving J-Dog into the ropes. J-Dog rebounds. H03 leapfrogs over him. J-Dog bounces back and gets caught with a deep arm drag. H03 follows up quickly. Drop kick to the chest. J-Dog rolls back to his feet and smirks as H03 taunts him to bring it. J-Dog tags in Yami. The crowd cheers as Yami steps in, but Ken immediately motions for a tag. H03 obliges, and now it's Ken versus Yami. These two know each other well, and this should be an interesting showdown. They circle the ring before engaging in a fast-paced chain wrestling exchange. Yami with a wrist lock. Ken flips out of it. Ken goes for an arm drag, but Yami cartwheels out and lands on his feet. The crowd pops. Ken nods impressed before charging in. Yami ducks a clothesline and nails Ken with a spinning back elbow. Ken staggers, and Yami immediately follows up with a springboard crossbody. Cover! Ken kicks out. Yami keeps the momentum going, tagging J-Dog back in. They set up a double suplex on Ken, slamming him hard to the mat. Mike, great teamwork by J-Dog and Yami. They're looking sharp tonight. J-Dog picks Ken up and sends him into the ropes. Ken ducks a clothesline, bounces back, spear out of nowhere. J-Dog is down. Both men crawl to their corners. Tag to HO3, tag to Yami. HO3 comes in hot. Running clothesline, another one, a spinning heel kick to Yami. John, HO3 is on fire. He's got something to prove tonight. HO3 climbs the ropes. Diving leg drop connects. Cover. J-Dog breaks it up. Ken rushes in. J-Dog ducks a punch and hits a snap DDT. Ken rolls out of the ring. H03 is back up, but Yami is waiting. Super kick. H3 wobbles. Mike, this could be it. Yami tags J-Dog. J-Dog hoists H03 onto his shoulders. Final Dog Death Valley Driver. Cover. Winners by pinfall, J-Dog and Yami. J-Dog stands over H03, holding his X Division championship high in the air, while Yami raises his arm in victory. Ken pulls H03 out of the ring, looking frustrated. Mike, a huge win for J-Dog and Yami, but you can bet this won't be the last time H03 comes for that championship. No way. H03 has been relentless, and something tells me he won't take this loss lightly. The show fades to black as J-Dog and Yami celebrate in the ring.